This is Hinos' Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. This is Hinos' Sport assessment of the NBA Finals and what it would look like. We already know the Los Angeles Lakers dispatched the Denver Nuggets 4-1. LeBron James is going on his 10th NBA Finals trip, of the least path of resistance NBA title, of the fraudulent fluky on the spot NBA title. But when it's all said and done, we have to look at the cold-hearted, we have to look at the unadulterated, and we have to look at the cutthroat truth-telling fashion that they could very well be facing the Miami Heat. Now, we got Rudy Point Plum Plum Rings, classic Dolce and Troglodytes, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. Oh, Jimmy Butler, he nutted up. They're playing against the Boston Celtics. And let me say it again. They're playing against the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum, that's a new rivalry that's going to happen in the future between Jimmy Buckets and Jason Tatum. The Boston Celtics is a well-coached team under Brad Stevens. The Boston Celtics have had chemistry, just like the Miami Heat. They've been together for a number of years. So I expected that this series wasn't going to end so fast. So anyone that wants to tell you that the Miami Heat, they just nutted up, no. They're playing against an arduous opponent. So there's going to be some back and forth. But I won't be surprised if 305, Dade County, MIA, that's where I stay, baby, pulls out. It would be a silver lining because it would be nice to see Pat Riley and Erik Spoelstra face LeBron James in the NBA Finals. Let me say it again. It would be nice to see Pat Riley and Erik Spoelstra face LeBron James in the NBA Finals because they know how to play against LeBron. Erik Spoelstra knows the game plan. He would devise a scheme because he's a film study extraordinaire. Let me say it again. He's a film study extraordinaire. So he would basically devise a plan and he would devise a scheme that would ensure that it corrals LeBron James or corral his ass. We have to sit here and we have to look at what the Miami Heat brings to the table. They bring a gamut of fits. From a basketball matchup perspective, they bring fits at various positions that can give the Miami Heat, that can give the Los Angeles Lakers problems. Jimmy Butler is a hellified defender. We've seen Jimmy Butler's defense on LeBron James in the past. Jimmy Butler has had a lot of success against LeBron James, especially in his Chicago Bulls days. Let me say it again. He's had a lot of success against LeBron James, especially in the Chicago Bulls day. And that was a LeBron James that had more motor. That was a LeBron James whose steps wasn't as ridiculously lower level than what it is now. LeBron James has lost about 7 steps in his basketball game. Let me say it again. LeBron James has lost about 7 steps in his basketball game. That's very prevalent because LeBron James is not moving at the same level. He's not moving at the same speed. He's not moving at the same vernacular. And when we sit here and we look at a glimpse of what this NBA Finals could look like, this could be a very tough series. It's not going to be an easy out. I still got the Los Angeles Lakers winning a fraudulent fluky on the spot NBA title and a least path of resistance NBA title. This is an asterisk NBA title nevertheless. Whoever wins, I don't give a fuck. Because this is not a season that we can sit here and say, well, it was just like the regular NBA seasons. This is a asterisk. Even if the Miami Heat wins, it's a asterisk. I have to tell you guys the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth-telling fashion. He knows the sport is not a fan of this NBA restart. He's not a fan of this fraudulent fluky on the spot NBA title. But that's a good matchup. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Miami Heat. Because of the history with Erik Spoelstra, the history of Pat Riley, and them trying to seek love vindication on that ass. Let me say it again. And them trying to seek love vindication on that ass. I would love to see that. All of this nonsense about them trying to promote Lakers versus Celtics. No, the Celtics are tailor-made for the Lakers. Let me say it again. The Celtics are tailor-made for the Lakers. Don't nobody want to see that shit because Jason Tatum is too busy adoring LeBron James instead of trying to take it at his ass. But Jimmy Butler, that won't be the case. Bam Adebayo, that won't be the case. Tyler Hero, that won't be the case. They're going to straight take it to the Los Angeles Lakers. And that would be an interesting series from a basketball matchup. I want to know in the comment section which matchups would you guys like to see. The Los Angeles Lakers versus what the NBA is trying to push, the Boston Celtics, to make it easy for that ass, or the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Miami Heat so that the Los Angeles Lakers can actually work to win the NBA title. Let me know what you guys have to think. This is Hinos' Sport. Checking out.